Sweet. Let's just check all the voices work. Yes, let's do this. Can you hear me? Can you hear us? I think I'm coming through my TV. Oh, that would help if I muted it. Can you hear us? Yep. That is sweet. Sweet. Oh, it takes a lot of setup, this does. To have another TV, I've got to have a laptop on my lap. Oh man, it's crazy. Right, so we've got the game here. I can see all your chats as well right in front of me, so I'll just focus on that. Cool. So this is my first proper stream. I'm going to do some squad tournaments. Hopefully I can get this Vader ship. The sound's really bad. Yeah, I got Kenobi, Vinny. Go for the question, Logan. Sound, okay. Oh, is it better now? Okay, cool. Unless it's coming through two mics. Could be coming through my laptop. Right, let's have a look at this then. Sweet. Okay. So let's go into the event. Probably a couple of hours, buddy. Can you use Zeta, Vader with a Boba lead? Yeah. You can use Vader Zeta, and you can use with Boba. That's what I would probably use pretty much. Let's get him out of there. Let's put. So we'll give that as my defensive lineup. So these are pretty much my characters. It's so different on a mouse and mobile. But there we go. I'm going to probably use this team as my defense. Probably just go with this. It doesn't really. There's no major benefit of putting in an OP defense, except for stopping the others around from scoring. But they're only going to avoid you anyway. They can't beat you, and they'll probably just hit another team. But this is probably the best what I've got with what I've got. I'm probably going to have to take off mods anyway, so it probably isn't going to go too well anyway on the defense. So we'll confirm the defensive squad. So that's going to be locked now. So I've started at 976, which isn't bad. So this means this is a fairly newish shadow. People haven't entered as of yet. So 840 points is number one at the moment. So this event started for me probably about 4 hours ago. So this looks like it's a brand new shard. Or close to. Let's see who's in this shard, actually. Nobody really know. So anyway, how we want to really start this off is we want to go for these easier teams, use up our lesser characters, so I probably will have to swap some mods around on there. So we've got this Jedi team here. I haven't even actually modded any of my characters as of yet. Let's have a look. Then we'll go for this first order team here. Let's take out all my good guys. Who do we want to use? We'll go for some Jedi that I probably ain't going to use at a higher tier. Try and use them as much as possible that aren't modded yet. Yeah, no problem for streaming. Let's have that. Still going to release my Boba video, but it's probably going to be tomorrow that I'm going to get that out. I really didn't have much time to do that today. I forgot about this squad tournament that was coming out. Look at that. Wow, it's completely different playing this, you know, on a little laptop. Can't get used to the mouse. So we'll try with, I'm going to delete. Oh, so I've got some other Jedi around. Maybe use keep either for later on. My strategy and game plan. Pretty much I'm going to use my lower teams first. And pretty much that's what I'm going to send in, grab the points, then use my higher tier teams once I've kind of used up, try and get the best use out of my squad possible. I didn't Zeta Barris, no I haven't done I haven't even got one Zeta yet. I've just unlocked the challenge yesterday, but I haven't got it at all. But most of my footage that I get is from other players that I know that hand over the footage, send it over to me, and pretty much that I then put up on my channel. So big thanks to them for helping me out and helping you guys see what those Zetas are about. Who else can I put in? Maybe not Yoda. I've got some droids as well. I actually leveled up some of my droids which I didn't have before. Who can I put with them? Do I use a tank? All done. Right, so now I need... Where did he go? There he is. Alright, so now I need to mod him. There we go. So this is the first time I've used it on a laptop, so it's pretty like funky to me, first time and stuff. Oh, what the... Any user ever get this where it just pops up all the time, this promotional stuff, constantly. So that's on speed. So I can just put, okay, I'll just put whatever on these because these are low levels. Just need to get some points. Just try and keep them alive. Yeah, we'll add some protection to them. So pretty much the strategy that I'm going for with the actual characters that I've got here is I'm just going to throw some mods on that, pretty much. Let's have a look. Then I'll probably swap the mods over from my better characters a little bit later on. I'm not too bothered about what mods I'm putting on these. Probably should have put all these mods on before I started the stream. So what I'm doing is, if you've got any questions on the squad tournament in general, if you want to type in, I can see. Pretty much we'll go from there. Oh cool, Mace's already got some stuff on it. So just doing that. critical chance. Let's have a look. So we're just going to open some speed on Ben as well. Then put some health. We've got to give him some potency. Also, the ally points, if you've got limited, well, it all depends on what shard you enter into on this tournament. You know, if you get into a good shard, maybe don't enter it till a couple of hours after it's come up, then don't really do many battles until tomorrow. I don't have Vader's ship at the moment. I've only got 60 shards for the Vader's ship, so I'm trying to go all out. I've been saving up my AP for this kind of event to come around, but I am wanting the M-Way event to come back. Two seconds, let me put this. So we're going to go into our first battle right now. I'm just going to try and just KO one, get the easy points. Going to take out Ray first. Ouch! That sucks. And then Barris goes first, and she's not Zeta. Let's have a look. Ooh, maybe we'll go for this one. These battles are normally quite dull at the beginning, so that's alright. This one. Defense up there, nice little crit. Who can we go for an ability block on? Go on Ordaka. Oh, beautiful. Smite clearer. Nope, she's nearly dead there. Ouch. Now she's got some foresight, so we'll use Virus the Wet Noodle to take that down, but again. I just love the counter. The counter is awesome. Come on, one more hit. Then we will go for Ordaka. Yeah, so my overall goal on this is to get the actual ship. That's what I want pretty much. I want to get at least a 6-star ship. I'd be happy with a 5-star, but it means then I can do the Tarkin challenge where it's the 6-star ship for him. So I'll have him then at max because I'm currently using Tarkin at the moment. We'll go for Phasma. See if we take her down. We're going to use Barris on Luminari so she doesn't heal Phasmas. There we go. Get some more defense up. Well, she dodged it. Unlucky. Just love it, just love it. Just the counter. Go for the ability block. Come on, yes. Beautiful. So finally, that match is over, so we got the victory on that, which is always good. So we've done that pretty much flawlessly. We've got all our characters intact, we've got the 200 points, and already we've ranked to 1,212. Right, Who do we go for in this lineup? So what I'd normally do, and this is what I'd normally advise, is keep refreshing until you find that easy team for some easy points. For the minute, they all look like strong teams. We've got this Palpatine team here. The question is, will I beat it? We've got Han ST, Royal Guard, and we've got Leia sitting in the back. And probably wouldn't. Here we go. Normally check the stats on the characters as well, so this one here is missing a mod. So this is a good thing to always do, is check the speeds. Won't let me scroll down on this laptop. There we go. So there's 118, so we'll take these on. We'll go and kill the wedge straight away and see what damage we can do. Oh, nobody countered. That's quite disappointing. Ouch. So, hopefully we can get some heal on that. And they're looking a bit quicker than me. So let's go for it. Boom. That's okay. I'm happy with that. We'll be able to heal him. And go back to wedge. Heal some Luminara. I should really use Virus there. But we're just going to go in. Dodged. So sometimes this is the bad thing about entering straight away on these sort of shards, is because you're getting a little bit of harder teams straight away. So it means that I'm not going to be able to use my weaker squads against squads like these. Ooh, he's got a fence up. So that kind of then cancels out the offense down. I don't have Jenna, so no. Come on, counter! Oh, I mean, just... Stuck currently. Dodge. Again, it's stunned, and I need that heal. She's gone. She's out of there. That sucks. Looks like I'm actually going to lose this. That's what it looks like. Oh, well, that was a beautiful crit. I just need... And she's gone too. So this is something that you should not be doing at the beginning, is this. Pretty much. Here we got Tony Wise. Let's just go for it. Take that offense. Hopefully he's going to counter. That's good. Good news. But a crit is giving 100% turn meter. And we've countered, so that's good. Squad's not really in good shape at the minute, and he's going to be dead. Yep. Ouch. Painful, painful. Actually, I have just old Ben left with it. Oh. We've got to take advantage of that and take him out. Come on, attack old Ben, that's it. Can old Ben do it? Yes, old Ben can. I got a little bit of heal from that. So we haven't done very well whatsoever on this one. Nice little victory there. Only joking, it was terrible. So I got 116 points out of a potential of 200, I believe that is, so it's not good at all. See, this is the sort of team that I wanted. You know, this team right in the middle. 28 points for 5s, Barris lead, Leia. Feel robbed now. I feel robbed that I had to go end against some wedge team early on. Let's have a look. So she's already in. Let's take out Odaka first because she can be annoying. Go for a bend style. Boom. Get some defense up. I just hate that when your characters get stunned like that. Oh, dodge! Come on! Okay, so who do we go for next? We'll go for Lumi. So we'll go and take her out. Go for the ability block. Probably should have ability blocked Barris there and then, but it's not a huge deal at the minute. We are getting through this team. Ooh, we want to take out Leia next, huh? Dodge. Yeah, you can attack him. Come on, attack back. Come on! No counter from that. Yeah, you can have some of this. Boom. Ah, she's gone straight into stealth again. That's gonna have to be Barris now until I can get there. 5s is probably gonna tear me a new one with all his counters. Hopefully he doesn't touch Luminara. Can we do it? Can we do it? Oh, fence down. It's always good to see that. Nice little crit. She can't heal herself now, so that's good. Oh, that was close. That was really, really close. Yeah, we'll go for that. It's nice little. So what teams are you guys currently running at the moment? We'll go for the layout once we finish 5s. There we go. She can go into stealth all she likes because she is gone. So we're back down to 776. Nice wedge, big Lando, and then Sunfat. You used to run that a lot. Pretty decent because you can always then swap out Lando for your lead to get extra speed versus more speedier characters. Pretty decent. So what we've got here, see this team for 25 points, it's the Ray that's the problem. Let's do it. Try and take out Ray as quick as possible. Just get rid of that full side. This JL team is very slow, as you can see. That's good, I like that. That's a nice crit. Go for the ability block on Qui-Gon Jinn, so you can't dispel and get some offense up. I'm going to go back to Rey. Yep. One more hit. Okay. Let's go for OG88. Qui-Gon Jinn's going to already go before I can kill him, so he's going to get that fence up, so I might as well take out the river. Look, full half look at that, that's beautiful. Come on. One more hit. Oh no, Ben kills him! So then we're going after the Qui-Gon Jinn. Oh, so that hurt a little bit. Let's take away his crit. Old Ben to finish again. Now we're going to go after Leia. Get some defense up. That was a beautiful crit. 15k. She's not even a droid. Just go for the ability block. I'll just auto it from here. Let's have a look what we've got. Nice wigs, Lando, Phasma, and Broly. It's a good setup. Brando lead, Han ST. Is that all sorts? Yeah, Stormtrooper Han, Pops Qui-Gon Jinn, and Jedi Anakin. So Vinny, are you working towards getting some Sun Fact to replace Qui-Gon Jinn, or are you going with the Zeta for Qui-Gon Jinn? So we've got 175 points from that. Pretty alright. These little matches here are quite slow. So we've got an Anakin team here, all the same points. And let's go for this team. This one looks quite easy. Easy points. Mic is a bit echoing. Probably because of the room I'm in. Probably. I've got the window open a little bit because this laptop is like roasting. It's never played on it before, and yeah, it's horrible. Completely different than playing on a mobile. Can we go for the ability block? Yes, and we got it. Who do we take out? Let's just get rid of Evecoff. Because nobody likes Evecoff. And we'll go for... Don't need to ability block anyone yet. That's a cool good. Maybe take out Kit Fisto. Nice, you're close, man. Hopefully if you can get the Vader for 4-star, you'll easily then smash it. I haven't 3-starred it yet, you know. I've 2-starred it for the actual Zeta one, not the Tarkin. The Tarkin ship was quite easy to get. I think it's the 6-star Tarkin that's a little bit hard to get. But the Zeta challenge, I always keep losing one ship. So every time that I'm doing those Zetas now, that I have to then just keep doing the event instead of simming it. We've got NST down, we're gonna see if we can hit him. Let's see. Yes, we're gonna take down the Night Sister first. Yeah, Virus is extreme. It's horrible. Got one in my arena and I struggle to beat him on best of times and he wins more than I actually win. So I'm going to probably go the route of Vader Zeta. I think that's a good call. Try and get those dots, then just nuke them. Pretty much with Boba and Vader. Can't go wrong there. Can't crit if someone hits you. Oh, sorry, you can't heal for something big if someone crits you at 50k. So that's pretty much the way. How am I playing on a laptop? I think it's called something called Imu. It's like Android emulators, close to like BlueStacks. Yeah, and you can sign in pretty much with your Google account. So it's just the Sidious, the Dark Lord himself. So let's see how much he dodges. Not too much. I'd love to see what his Zeta ability's like. I bet it is wild with that potency he's getting. So we don't want to. Actually, this droid squad looks quite easy, I'd say, to take down. With my Jedi team being quite tanky, if I just take out the two droids first, I might have a shot at this. Nice. Some facts I had to gear though, it takes a lot of Cabantes. Hell of a lot. Took me a couple of weeks to get them together. I'm going to ignore that on here. I think it's more beneficial to take out these droids first. And he dodged it anyway. Let's see if I can get some ability blocks and my fence down. I think that's it, it's game over for these. Okay. Thank you. Go for the ability block again. And I've been stunned. I don't really want to be hitting. Let's get for that. No, some packs probably not as bad as Boba. Boba takes a lot of raid gear, cuffs and stuff. But General Kenobi was difficult to farm. I think it took 450 Cabantes. That is just... that's too much. Way too much. Oh, should have waited to drop into yellow health, but it's not the end of the world. Got quite a tanky squad with just random mods on them. I have no Dispeller for Royal Guard. That's not good. Could actually lose a character here. Especially that my mace is ability blocked. You can do whatever you like toward there. Oops, I wasn't looking there. He's gained health again. How cheeky is that? Let's see, can Hero Imagundai do it? Come on! Yes! Took him out. Bypass the Royal Guard taunt. I'll be saving him. Let's have a look. Go for Royal Guard. Nice. Fence up, can he clear him? No. And no counters from that either. Yeah, I can see that they're gonna bring back First Order, especially with the new movie. If it's anything like Empire Strikes Back, where pretty much First Order are gonna have their retaliation, then they're probably gonna be pretty badass in the movie, and probably be quite powered in the game. Go for the heal, make sure you keep Barris alive. Oh, that was beautiful, crit. You can hit bolt, gold, pen, all you like. He definitely is. I was loving when I first unlocked First Order TIE Fighter Pilot. And that was after his slight rework or nerf or fix or whatever he had. But he just wasn't arena viable, so hopefully with the thesmithied and all of the stuff that are going to be added to the game, that they can make him pretty strong again. Definitely, meta's changing all the time. It's hard to keep up with it. Only a couple of months ago, Lando was the meta. Then it was then Rebels. And then now it just seems to be about 4 or 5 different teams. It's Zetas. They're the meta. I'd love to see some Death Troopers. Even Shadow Troopers would be pretty cool as well. Advertisement. Oh no, JK. More Siths definitely are needed in this game. I'd love to see like Bane. I'd love to see Nihilus. Revan, yes, I'd love to see the 2 versions of Revan as well. That would be quite epic. I'd love to see more Legends characters. There's so many more Sith out there than what's in canon. Little interesting squad here, but for an actual 5 points. This is something you want to really be looking at as well. Is this. Pretty much that you can see a squad and it's an extra 1 point. That's going to be 5 points extra over of you losing a character, and this is where you need to then probably look at the stats, see what they're getting. Is it worth it with a Barris lead? Probably not. So we're going to do refresh again. This team doesn't look too bad. We've only got Ray there. We'll give it a whirl. Got Ewok Holder, but hopefully old Ben can ability block. I want Jedi Luke, definitely. I'd settle for Bespin Luke, just Luke with a lightsaber, as long as he's not wearing his Farmer Boy outfit. Oh, why did you have to attack Luminar? Why? She's gonna just get rid of Foresight there, but that's okay. We can now try and focus on Rey. Maybe I should have put Qui-Gon Jinn in this team, because I'm probably not going to really use him much in another team. But it's pointless using 2 Dispellers quite early on as well. Probably should have ability blocked her. Ouch! Can he? We're going to heal right now. Come on, Mace, I need you to dispel this. No way, man. That's horrible. I'm really sorry to hear that you're so close to Palpatine. I have no idea when it's going to come back either. That sucks. I wish everyone can just get Palpatine. He's a great character and all as well, and he makes a lot of squads viable. Right, I forgot about this. Okay, come on, can we kill it? Oh, come on! She's got advantage now. I need to kill her. Can I? Can Varys do it? No, Varys cannot kill her. That's okay. She'll die now. No, she won't, because Mace doesn't hit harder either. Yeah, I could have used Qui-Gon Jinn, but the strategy that I'm using is using tunes that pretty much aren't going to really cut it at high tier. Like, they're not going to do anything, pretty much. With Qui-Gon Jinn, I could use him in another team, like a First Order team as my Dispeller. I could use him with General Kenobi. Use him in a few different setups where I know for a fact that I can't really use Mace. So I've got this in the bag. I'll be surprised if any of these die now that I took away the DPS from them. I just need to kill Ewok Elders to stop him reviving. Hopefully he doesn't get revived. That's how silly the AI is, that it didn't even revive. Heal. Didn't heal him. Went for the attack. That's what costs the AI with bad decision making like that. But we might as well just kill WildGrunt now, because we're just going to keep taunting every time. Then we're going to have to heal Luminara when we can. And ouch! Insult to injury. But let's just take him down. Let's heal. I ignore the exposed right then, just so I can take Royal Guard down. Pretty much that's all it is. Just annoying. Just gets in the way all the time. Just defends his companions. I've actually got B2 now as well. I think he's gear 9. I haven't took him to gear 10 yet, but I can definitely use him in this tournament. Oh yeah, I just love the counter, it's just a beautiful thing to see. All these counters coming out of nowhere. Nice. Points getting lower and lower. My defensive squad, let's have a look. Pretty much use this, General Kenobi. Got the Whigs connection, Sunfuck, and also Boba Fett. It's not the best defensively, it's more of an attacking team, but you don't get anything really on defense, so I'm not going to get any points for them defending. If I make an ultra team, then I'm only going to take the mods off them anyway, because I haven't got stacks loads of mods, so I'm going to have to do loads of mod swapping, which is annoying. There is no template in this game. Make it so much easier if there was a template where I could just move one mod to another, as easy as that. But hey, maybe it's something that's going to be coming in the next few months. Hopefully, fingers crossed for that. But Yeah, that's the defensive team right there. Oh yeah, I got this as well. I was going to say it a little bit later, but you probably can't see it. This is the FX Luke Skywalker Saber. This one here is the light blue, it's different from the Anakin one. Kind of like the... Oh, look at this, someone called Daniel. We're not going to get any dodge teams. Quite a easy team, I would say. For a Jedi team anyway. It's Qui-Gon Jinn's the threat there. Let's go for it with this team that we're using currently. Yeah, Mace definitely needs another rework, without a doubt. But he may not get one because he's a capital ship leader now. Can we crit? No, we don't crit yet. Ouch, how dirty is that? Taking away the dodge from old Ben. That's some ability blocks. There we go, circle's finished now. Nice, Oliver, that's pretty decent. Just keep improving your team, buddy. That's one way of staying ahead. Just keep at it, grind it for every day. Definitely, this game's... You gotta look at this game, there's two ways of looking at it. If you're expecting just a mobile game, then that's what it'll be to you. It'll be a mobile game. But if you're expecting and you want like an MMO, then this is something the game is kind of more moving towards. And it's good in one way because there isn't any other MMO games out there like Star Wars except for Knights of the Old Republic, which you have to have a PC to play that. You've got the new Star Wars Arena. What is your thoughts actually on Star Wars Arena? Have any of you played on it yet? Have you seen any footage on it? Pressing the keyboard buttons. I'm using a laptop, buddy. I'm playing it on a laptop. Yeah, that's it. Android emulator. I think it's called Imu. I'll get you the exact name. I just can't at the minute because I'm kind of like streaming and it's in the background. And let's have a look. Tell you exactly now what it's called. It's called MEMU. That's how you can play it. Got a little bit of look behind the scenes then of OBS. Because if you are wanting to do any streaming, then OBS is probably the easiest thing for you to stream with. You'll do it all from your laptop, you can play on your laptop, do all sorts these days. Cheers buddy, cheers David, thank you, I do appreciate it man, appreciate all the feedback. I started with, I think about 460k, I think it was, of AP, and I've still got loads left, pretty much. I'm just using my weak squads. That is it, pretty much. Get through it, get the points, move on to my other weak squads until I can no longer use weak squads, then just use my top tier squads. Don't have lots of squads or anything like that. I have a fair bit because I've been playing for a long time kind of thing. Most things I've brought it was gear. I've probably spent on packs maybe about £600–700 I'd say, but all I got from that was like 450 echo shards. I was disappointed. That's all I got. Other characters, of course, but most of them that I already had because I found them. But I have no Rogue One characters. I haven't brought any of those packs for Rogue One or anything like that. Yeah, sure. I can do some ships on another day. That's no problem. Ships alright. I'll probably get about top 20. That's all I aim for. There isn't a huge difference between top 20 and top 10 unless you're going to get number 1, number 2. And there isn't really a huge chunk of difference. Who will the next meta be? It'll be Zetas. Whoever's got the better Zeta. I hope not. And yeah, pretty much whoever has the better Zeta. Zeta could drop on the worst character possible and it could make him the best. Or her the best. So it's hard to predict at the moment. It's not like where before, where I would see that the meta would shift with the movie. So I would predict that Rogue One characters and Empire Rebels are going to be the meta because it's the movie and that's what binds and brings in kind of like franchise money. Then moving away from that, I would probably say Jedi, Sith, Separatist, Clone, stuff like that, but it depends if they release them, when they release them, if they come out with Zetas, or whoever they put on Zetas. But at the moment, you could probably have lots of different Zetas versus non-Zeta squads, and they could hold their own pretty much. Not really ranking up in this. Let's have a look at the ranks on here. They're not really going up, am I? Wow, 3,300. Let's have a look at this. What he's got at his disposal. Again, does this pop up for you guys a lot where it just comes up and you accidentally buy crystals and stuff and then your missus kills you? Well, that's the excuse I use. Let's have a look at this number 1 guy. So he's got a few bit of squads there. He's definitely up there in the scale of probably about a mole. He's got a decent lot of characters, isn't he? So I'm probably not going to get number 1 this tournament. Probably not. Let's have a look at the number 2 guy. We are legends for Sparta. So, rank arena 33. It's just all about PvP. He's got definitely a pair. He's got the Scout. Best he did the hard farm. He's got First Order Stormtrooper. So he must be on quite a difficult shot. He's got a lot of characters. Wow, this is my competition. What's the top 20 looking like? Points wise, wow, I'm miles behind. These points are going up quite quick. We've got no big guilds in it yet, I can see. No TI. Nothing like that. Seems to be quite difficult. Unless they're just getting their points quite early on, trying to get the top. I've got quite a bit of points left. So I've got 1,301 points from a weakish team. Shall we take on the Ewoks for 21 points? Let's do it. Let's do it. So yeah, I've got 448, so I probably spent about 12k maybe. I've still got a Galactic War to do today. I've got tomorrow Galactic War. So I'm quite alright on the AP side. Some people don't have consideration for live streamers. You can hear that motorbike outside. It's terrible. Just revving around. So it's the Ewoks with the Chewbacca. Yeah, the Bulbasaur is quite decent. But it's one of them as well. What you've got to have is a foundation for the team. So one Zeta character isn't going to change your squad. It's not going to make it like crazy good or anything like that. What it's going to do is add that stability to your squad. But you're still going to need to have a decent leader there. So same as like Barris Zeta, she's really overpowered with a General Kenobi lead. And she's powered in general, but she's pretty much close to immortal, invincible under a General Kenobi lead, partnered with Fives. Boba Fett you could put in that squad as well, so you could even have a General Kenobi lead, you could have a Barris Zeta, then you could follow it by having, say, Boba Fett, Fives, and B2. Works pretty strong because you cannot get to Boba Fett and he's just going to do his little things, ability blocks. It's nasty. It is nasty. But depending on if everyone is moving towards this line of Barris meta, if that is where they're going with that, then Darth Vader, the Zeta lead, is a pretty good choice. You want to use it on the attack. Probably not the best defensively. It will still beat teams, and it will beat that lineup. Probably beat a Maul Zeta as well. It also depends on the mods you're running. It depends on everything, pretty much, who you've got in your team. So there is strong teams out there, but it all depends on what mods you've got as well. If someone's got better mods, it's going to give them the advantage, or taunters, everything like that. Wow, this, I could have just ordered this. What was I doing? Droids are pretty kick-ass for phase 2. Sweet, 150 points. So I want to stay clear from that. Not too bad, but we've got Anakin as the threat there. We definitely do not want to be taking our Jedi against Palpatine. We're getting a little bit more tricky now. Let's go for the 17 points of the roll. That's what we got in there, it's 2,500. Let's go for it. Who do we take out? Have to go leave an eye. Boom. Damn, their Ben is going to hit me. Shame we didn't ability block him. Get some defense up. go for the ability block, and he resisted. It's okay, he didn't do too much damage. Probably not, Nathan. He needs to hit pretty much harder as well. It's kind of like a little wet noodle. It's not. He can crit for some thingy, but compared to some of the characters out there, it doesn't really hit that hard. He's slow as well. You could use him under Qui-Gon Jinn's Zeta lead, will improve him, but I think Mace, being one of the best characters in the prequels, needs to have a little bit more to him than what he's got in this. Well, look at Yoda, for example. Yoda's got all the kit that he's got. Yoda has a purpose. You know that he's going to put that tenacity up. He can gain a lot of foresight. He does an AoE attack. Then you've got Mace Windu. What does Mace Windu do? Where does he go? That's the big issue. Qui-Gon Jinn's got his job. Qui-Gon Jinn does, he dispels, he assists. Again, we go back to Mace Windu. What does Mace Windu do? And that's probably the big issue. Yeah, Mace Windu used his inner side of the dark side. Vapad was pretty much created, and he used it, so he didn't go kind of like dark side. So it was a way of him keeping down his anger and using it through his saber styles. Autoplay. Yeah, I could do. Yeah, it definitely is. Did you know that Anakin wanted to learn Vapad and he got refused? Yeah. Easy 17 points again. The song that I use in the video. I've got so many videos. In the video, the T7 RTs. Off the top of my head, I don't know. I've got a lot of cover songs. So a lot of the music that I use is kind of like fan made. Pretty much doesn't come with names. It's literally the content that I find isn't on YouTube. It's pretty much on other media outlets where it's pretty much free download, and they don't normally have names. They just have Star Wars, fan made, free download, royalty free kind of stuff. So that's pretty much what they have on them. So they don't really have any names. It's just about finding them, and you probably won't find it on YouTube because nobody is claimed it. Nobody said, yeah, we've made that song, and they just pretty much release it as fan-made material for everybody to use. But the songs that I do put up and have names, like the recent ones with the Rogue One stuff, I've been able to then put into my description to say what it is, because it's the Rogue One trailer music, and then any songs that I use from Ben Sound, I put that in the description. But the songs that don't have names are normally just called fan cover, which if you put fan cover into YouTube, it's just going to come up with the same stuff you're probably already doing. See what you mean about just putting on auto? I should have probably done that from the beginning. I probably just wasted an hour of my time doing these battles, and I can see that I'm probably going to be here for even many hours in this tournament getting these points. I think, well, she gets very, very quick. The video that I've seen is that she can go into any team. I don't think it's just about Night Sisters. She can go and dispel an auto taunter because I think she gains so much speed from every non-buffed character. I believe that was. So, yeah, she's kind of like the counter to all these auto counters. Sorry, auto taunters. How do you beat a Maul Zeta? Vader Zeta would rip it to shreds. That's fact. Vader Zeta would rip it to shreds. Especially if you're the attacker. Pretty much that Vader's saber throw cannot be dodged. So not going to be able to dodge it. And also Bobber's execute cannot be dodged. So yeah, you're going to hit on. Way of doing it, just nuke them. And they're not going to dodge all them kind of like debuffs and dots and stuff on them as well. So it's only a 20%. But yeah, Vader Zeta would be the way to go. If you didn't have a Vader Zeta, then non-Jedi, don't use Jedi, because you're just going to get double the attack. Hey, look, we've got PSI. Ooh, this is a free match. Thank you, PSI. So who do we put in for this? I guess it's going to have to be my weakest characters. Once I get there. Wow. Han Solo's down there. Okay. So characters that I probably will not use. Let's go for you. And who else we got? Campaigns of risk. Yeah, we'll do some choreograph. It shouldn't get dodged if you've omegaed the execute. If it has, and then probably need to report it to them. I haven't had one dodged yet. Flawless victory. Check that out. Thank you, PSI, whoever you are. You're giving me 3 points in this new year. Who do we go for next? Get rid of you. Back to the Jedi. Mace. Who else do we have in there? Virus, wherever she is. And I think this Jedi squad will be coming to an end very shortly. It's coming to the point where they're costing a fair bit now. Who was the last character that I had? It was Old Dan. Let's have a look. So for you new guys that have just joined, pretty much the strategy that I am going for is using my weakest characters first, the ones that I'm not going to use at the top tier of the game, and then pretty much from there I'm going to swap out my team, swap out my mods, and go from there really. The Noodle Virus. Ouch. Ooh, what's that? This? Screw it. I didn't go for the expose on Vader then because Vader's tanky anyway. And I'd rather get Rey out of the way than work on Ewok Elder. Qui-Gon Jinn I'm not too bothered about, but I am going to ability block Ewok Elder. I've got no taunters, so this, unless Vader, like, okay, why didn't, oh, he was ability blocked, I was going to say, why didn't he use his Culling Blade? Hey Gold, what kind of videos do you make? Do you make Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes? I'll check your channel out. We'll have a look at it. No, they don't, Zachary. I had the same problem last tournament, where pretty much I'd take them off. And some people said thanks for taking them off, but it was actually because I had no other choice. Oh, this laptop's starting to kill my legs now. He does. I think the AI in general is quite sticky. It is definitely quite sticky. But I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, because if the AI was up to the intelligence of what the user is, then most people probably wouldn't win their battles. Because it'd be like live PvP. Maybe that's something that they don't want.
You hear me now? Is my mic muted?
Oh, okay, cool. About to unplug it then. Yeah, I'm in the Bounty Hunters Guild. Good little guild. Very good. Do enjoy it. Okay, sweet. About to unplug everything then, like, what's going on? This is my first proper live stream where I've been able to not do it on my phone. I didn't really want to sit there with my phone in my hand for 2 hours, but I'm kind of regretting it because I've got a roasting hot laptop on my lap instead. And then I've got to look at the comments on the TV. So that's every time when I keep looking up, I'm looking at the telly to look at the comments. So what is this? We've done the damage. Barriss or Zeta? Barriss or Vader Zeta? You know, you can make a really good team with Vader and Barriss, Boba Fett, with them being Zeta. Quite solid as well. It does run out. It's horrible. It is horrible. You definitely need Vader Zeta. Or standalone Vader, but the dot's probably going to just get cleared. That's the issue. Let's go for this team. Oh, I've still got Ayla as well on the bench. I've still got a good fair bit of Jedi as well, to be honest. Yeah, no problem. MU is pretty decent as well. Does the job good and proper. Can't believe it's been an hour. I'm still using this team, like, crazy. I'm definitely in it to win it. I want to at least get top 5, I'll say. Top 5. Oh, Kylo Ren. Yeah, but he just doesn't have the damage compared to a lot of other characters. I'd love to use him. You know, he was one of my first characters I actually 7-star. Him and Chewbacca. But they're pretty not really that good, as you can see with my Kylo Ren. If you could see him, that he's not even been geared or anything now. I took him to gear 9, and I haven't took him any further. Come on, attack, counter attack. That is a good team. Actually, if you are needing to then swap out, kind of like, to get some more extra speed, you could also use Lando. I'm about to lose a character. No. Need to heal. Take it off. Okay. Whew, that was close. Just gonna stun my entire team. Definitely. I wouldn't change Sunfat because he's your dispeller and he's your extra kind of tank. And more importantly, dispels. I've used Sunfat for months and I probably still wouldn't now take him out of the team. Shall we have a break from this and we'll go and have an arena match and we'll have a go against the leader of my arena shard. And he has a Barasata, so you can all see exactly all of it. Let's have a look. Check this out. What? Dropped to number 6. He took me out. So okay, we'll come back after. We'll do this one battle, drop back into there, and we'll have a look how it goes. Boom. Victory. That'll do it quick. We'll come back again in another match. But we'll carry on with the tournament, and then we'll come back and I'll show you the number 1 team that has that Parasita. Ah, that's a nice little team to come back to. Ooh, that cost me £5 now. Okay. I haven't tried it. Probably not, I would say. Because what I can remember is that you need a lot of debuffs on the enemy, unless you're going to run, say, Vader. Possibly. It's potentially, it may work. But it may not. At the same time, you may just get 1 KO'd straight away. I'm going to be here all night. I've got 2,161 AP, and this is just using just the Jedi team. That is it. I've used 1 other squad, and that was just against a really easy opponent. Maybe my Jedis will be coming to an end very shortly. We'll take on this Jedi team. 5k, nothing major. He got the offense up. Go for Luminara now. What we'll do after this little match, we'll go and break it up and do a little, maybe ship arena. And we'll have a look at that. I think I've still got a load left. I think I only did 2 battles today. I only really aim for top 20. Oh, really? Okay. Let's have a look what that could be. Is that better? That's probably actually better, isn't it? It's coming in 2 devices. That should work, I'd imagine. Oh, sweet. That's what it was. It must have been feeding through the laptop And I thought that could have been the thingy because I had to reset up OBS earlier today because the whole thing crashed and just deleted all my data. So all my kind of pins that you see in the background, and it just completely messed it up. Yeah, I do. I'm going to change that in a second, just getting through, getting the points. I got to rank 147 with this battered down. Actually, there's a really quick one here. How much would it cost? 1,000. We're going to go and do another arena match, and I want to show you the kind of like Parasita. Then if you want, I can do a ship match. So that's a ship match. Show you my ships, and then we'll come back, change the teams. It's the hassle of changing all these mods, and that's the biggest problem that I have. I have some decent mods, but I don't have a whole stack of them, if that makes sense. So it's then changing on a laptop, which I'm dreading, because it takes forever. What team do you think I should use next? Should we go droids? Come on, killer. No, it's just healing. Finally. I don't have any clones. I think the only clone that I've got is Rex. I've got all the kind of stuff. Actually, I've got Echo. Fives I've got, but he's not geared. I don't have many Sith, only really Vader and Palpatine. Is there any thoughts on what you guys think that maybe the next meta is going to be? What events we'll see? We've got now General Kenobi that's in the game. Maybe see starships with Anakin. Maybe see some Naboo starfighters. Maybe some more Trade Federation. What team? I'm just using Jedi, so I will be using. I normally use Anakin lead just for the DPS. Pretty much that. And then I just build a squad around him. So I use Ayla. Definitely use Imagundai because he's going to get that extra attack. Put some crit mods on them. It's quite important that you do get that crit from them. And ooh. Okay, so let's see if we can go into the arena. We'll show you this Parasita. It's difficult. Whoa, dead on the clock. This team right here is difficult. I'm not going to be able to beat it. I wish I could. So we're going to try my lineup because it is pure DPS. I don't really have anything big at my disposal. You know, if I went Empire, I'd have to do all this mod swapping around. Maybe I could go General Kenobi lead. Well, let's give this a whirl. Some facts there for the spell. Boom. Boom. So, I want to take out General Kenobi first, if it's possible. Ability blocking. Cool. See that heal there, 7k. That's half pretty much of the crit, and then if you've got characters with defense up. And then B2 comes along and spoils all my fun. Even taking a minute just to take General Kenobi down. No point using the last move. That was a waste. Ouch. Good job it's on Sunfuck. I have to just look elsewhere. We made a couple of errors there. Boom. Ouch. What can you do? This is what you need, Veta Zeta. Just get ruined. Just can't take them down. Barris is exactly the same as well. Might as well auto it now. It's over. Yeah, so what is up with the Scarif Pathfinder being the pilot as well for Biston's ship? That's pretty much General Kenobi and the Zetas in that team. So he had a Boba Zeta and he has a Barris Zeta. It's powerful. This is probably why I will be going for the Darth Vader Zeta as my first Zeta. Because the EPS isn't really going to work against that, so I need to go where I can just do these big nukes. Nuke of attacks. See where everyone's ranked at the moment and what's number one. It's 3-9. It's not bad. Three nine one four. I need to get there up there as quick as possible, to be honest, so I can start getting those points. Right, so we'll go droids, yeah? Let's see what we can do with some droids. Say goodbye to these Jedi. Probably going to take me about 5 minutes to swap these mods around. Worst part of it. So if you just bear with me 5 minutes while I do this, and probably chat amongst yourself. Quicker if I just quickly just get onto it. Oh. No, it doesn't steal Bounty Hunter Resolve. It doesn't take any unique abilities. It's getting cold in here. So we've got 3 characters there that we took some mods off. Start putting in. Oh, I've still got loads I can put in character wise. I think we put in first. We need to look for HK. Who are we going to run with HK? Do you run B2? I haven't really done him up properly yet. How do I save B2 for later? Maybe run Poe? Poe's probably a good choice. Where is HK? There he is. Which Jawa is that? Scavenger. Wish that it did move all these ones with the 1000 to the bottom now. So I don't have to keep going through them. Oh, it's so difficult to find your characters. So which Jawa is which? Let's have a look further up. No, it's not there, I don't think. Actually, it could be. Does anyone actually in here know they were Jawas off by heart? Can they tell which Jawa is which? Maybe this. Oh, it's Nebbit. And Foozle, we've got to start all the way at the top again. So much quicker on a mobile. Let's get... Is this? Yes, we've found him. Oh, we're back. What the F, man? All the way back at the top again. Come on. Come on. We have got him. I'm going to put Podamron in there. Because I don't think I'll be using him anywhere later. Yeah, Thrawn would be awesome if they brought him out in the game. That would definitely make my day. Let's go with you first. Yep, critical chance. Okay, where are they gone? There it is there. So I should have a... I haven't used it already. There we go. And I should use the plus 11. Gives them 194 speed, which isn't bad, that's pretty decent. Maybe too much speed. So that's one droid done. With one droid down, guys. You want me to use B2? I haven't really modded him. Or Omega him. As of yet. Give it a go. Just sometimes the taunter's better in the team. Doesn't need potency, he needs protection. Well, we'll do 188 speed. Not really bothered about the turn order, I just want to get these mods on now. That's 2 modded. And who else can I take mods off? So Bob has got no mods currently. A bit I can put. Let's have a look. He needs to be quite quick, doesn't he? Let's take some facts mods off and whack them all on Pro. Nearly there, we're nearly there. With protection, I want to keep him alive. Doesn't really have much health. It's quite squishy for a tank. No, we're not putting that on him. We'll put that on him instead. So we've got him fairly decent speed, 208, which is quite good. Now, so look at general Canadian, let's take out some stuff off here. Check this tenacity out, I'm at 81% tenacity. Trying to get into 100, but it's quite difficult. All I want from this mod, I'll take that mod. I'll take that as well. Cheers, Nick. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate it, man. I really do. Thank you, man. I probably live in this game more than I do any other game. Literally, I'm just always on it, always playing it. I'm actually one of the many, probably few, that want more stuff to keep me in the game, so I don't have to then go off and do the dishes. Where was I? What would take? Got any super speedy mods? Okay, cool. That would do. Screw it. Put speed on it. Has enough potency. protection. To eat. So it's not the fastest, but definitely get some good speed. Well, I can nearly take into gear 10. Gear 11, sorry. Then all we got now is HK, which I'm not really too fussed about. He is only there really for his leadership for me. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, I just don't really see the point of advertising guilds, to be honest. If someone wants to join the guild, they'll join. I don't need to promote it. It promotes itself. And to be honest, and I don't really think it's fair to my viewers to be like saying, join this guild, do this, do that. It's not fair to take players from other players by promoting through a channel, so I don't really tend to do it. There we go, we're set. Okay. My droids aren't strong, by the way, but we'll see. Oh, jeez, I forgot about Ray. Come on. Kill him. Oh, that's bad on the crit side. Ouch. Right, so I'm going to lose Poe. No. Damn. Oh, that's okay, I think. If Poe takes one more hit, that's it. He's out of here. And he does. No. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Wow. Definitely need some more crit chance on these guys. I don't have Magna Guard farmed at all. I did try and farm him at one point, but just too many characters come into the cantina. These teams are actually getting a little bit harder. Oh, corner. No. These are the sort that you kind of try and avoid for later on. Is definitely that for an extra 1 point is not worth me sending in droids versus this team. The droids probably would kill them, but Anakin would probably wipe out my droids. It's either this or that. This or that. This one's relatively... let's go for this. Actually, got Vader. It's a difficult one. It's definitely a difficult one. We'll go for this one. Normally I spend any crystals on kind of like energy refreshers, gear, stuff like that really. go for the all-out attack. Boom. Okay. Come on, Paul, work your magic. Then he gets his taunt back straight away. Interesting. What a waste. Oh, the stream house kind of a bit funky. Is it lagging for any use at all? I'm using Imu. Okay, no lag, that's called. It's saying my stream half's in the red. Seeing a lot of wedge teams at the moment. This one looks interesting for a nice 14 points. Beautiful crit. Ugh. That moment when you wanted someone else to assist. It's okay. It's pointless who I throw it at. Who have I got? Okay, I was using. Take him down. Good night. Yeah, his ship's pretty solid. Definitely worth it. Especially that now you've got the fin rework, you're going to get some free fin shards for January. And the Zeta on him is pretty decent as well. So we could definitely see more of Poe coming back and being viable again, especially more resistance coming throughout the year. Oh yeah, so I'll show you now. Pretty much this is the one I'm using. It's called MEMU. So this is what you search for, pretty much download it, and that is how it works. So you can see it then hovering over on the screen now. It's MEMU. Easy 10 points, I guess, with some droids. Pretty decent as well. Like I think some of us said in the chat that it crashes, but I've been on this all day, pretty much. And I've been doing nearly 2 hours of streaming on it. It hasn't crashed yet. And my laptop is good, but it's not the state of the art. It's probably about 4 years old. And Happy New Year to you as well, buddy, and Happy New Year to everyone. Which empire should you use potency mods on? If you're using Palpatine Lead, you don't really need potency mods. It's going to give you 32%. TIE Fighter Pilot already has some decent, like over 50%, 60% potency. Palpatine, you don't really need it. If you wanted to go over the 100%, then you could put on Palpatine, or you could focus on keeping him in areas like HP or protection. There's quite a bit you could probably do. But if you're using Palpatine Lead, then maybe focus, put some potency on Darth Vader. But you definitely want that crit chance on Darth Vader because you want him critting. Yeah, he definitely is. HK is worth it because you're going to be using him when you do get there, or you want him to score quite high in the AT raid. He's going to help. You could use clone squads, but you're going to need to have some Zetas on those clones. Save your rebels for the phase 4. But yeah, you're going to need HK if you're using any of the droid. As a priority, you know, if you're new to the game or kind of going through it, then your arena team is definitely going to be more important than doing HK. He's kind of like, he's a to-do, but he's not kind of like meta changing. He's not going to like change how you play the game. Droids on the attack are quite good, but they kind of like lose their meta at the higher levels. Especially with all these anti-crit teams out there now, and it could be a waste for you to put everything into a low level because then you're going to be playing a catch-up on any current meta. Close. I could actually auto this. Magna Guard. I don't know where he really fits in, to be honest. Maybe he's going to fit in the next meta, if the meta does ever come, and that's going to be where General Grievous gets some kind of a like bonus for Separatists, Count Dooku. Droidicars may come into the game, then he may be viable and have that with kind of like synergy with those characters. But at the moment, he's probably not worth it now. But he's definitely one that I could see that's going to come back in the future. So it's worth to have those sort of characters that could be dark horses. Yes, Rex is still viable, but it depends where you're going to use him. A lot of the teams at the moment, you know, you've got your debuff and your critting teams. It's definitely worth having. The best thing that you want to be doing is probably making a list. And a list of what's more important to you for now. And what's going to benefit you right now. And then you want to have the characters that you want to get. So what you should be aiming for is getting all these characters in the future. You want to have the collection of them because when metas do shift and change, you're going to have a collection of characters. So the best thing to do is work towards what you're working towards now. Make a list of who's important to you and who isn't important. Then farm it now, or can it wait? Like Eve Koth, for example, Ugnaught, can you wait for Ugnaught? Can you wait for Eve Coffee? Then yes, it's not. They're not going to meta change. They're not going to make a big difference on your AAT rates because there's other teams out there that do far better with like TIE Fighter Pilot, for example. So it is about making a list of what's important, where you should really go, and making your map up that way instead of then just gearing any old tune because there's always going to be. Yeah, Eve Coffee is the worst farm pretty much ever. I actually geared 10 him because I actually did Poggle as well because at the time I was doing the AAT there was no TIE Fighter Pilot around that you could use and I had no Chirpa, so they were the next best thing, and now they just sit there, wasted gear. But it didn't take too much. That was the main thing. It didn't take too much to gear on. Ooh. Can I beat this team with a droid team? Hopefully. Hopefully. Boggle's quite good in the sense that he's able to ability block on his basic, so that's the only reason why I geared him. There was no other like spectacular reason behind it. It was just pretty much of that reason alone. Yeah, definitely. Ugnaught is better than, yeah, without a doubt. See if we can take out Ray. Ray. Oh yeah. She's gone. She's gone. Leave my Poe alone. You can keep him. You can have him. Can we take him out? Oh, close. So hopefully we're going to taunt with Poe in a second. Just boom. That's it. Poggle was the meta not that long ago. Well, when I say not that long ago, it doesn't feel that long ago for me. It's probably about February, so it probably was a year ago. In all fairness. Then it turned into the Qui-Gon Jinn because they slowed down, if I can remember correctly, they slowed Poe down slower than Rey. They kind of like nerved him. And it just completely changed the game with him not taunting first. What do I think the next meta would be? It's pretty much going to be Zetas. At the moment, there's no really hard way of telling. Like, I do strongly believe that they're going to bring out separatist characters and they're going to have their own little faction. They're going to have their own Zeta abilities. Then you got Jedi that have got their own Zeta abilities. Just crazy stuff like that. Anyone can get a Zeta ability. Anybody in the game. That is it. It's just because we're ranked 72. So I've got 2,757 points. Let's see where number 1 is. So is that 4,300. Damn. But guess what, guys? I have what I can remember. Let's have a look. We'll take this team on. What I can remember is I've still got all these characters left. Let's have a look. It goes down. So, I've got a load of characters left to use. So I'm doing quite well. I've got 414 AP. So I've used probably so far about 50k, I would say. So I may win it. Hopefully I do, but I'd be happy with just getting a 5-star Vader ship. So I've got then the 5-star DS one. When should you join? I've joined later on most of mine, but I don't think it makes a massive difference. It's going to be the hand you dealt with. There's no way of knowing. You could end up on a shard that's been there for 6-7 hours, which is still good. So going in later is also a good thing because there's going to be lots of weak teams at the bottom, strong teams at the top. Going in early is going to be the vice versa of that. Is at the top there's going to be a lot of weak teams, so you're going to get a lot of points either way. So it's hard to really judge because I don't know the kind of like maths behind it of how it works out and everything of the ins and outs of it. So I don't actually, have a straight answer of what's best. Some say that every 6 hours shards reset. I went onto this shard and it was probably about 6 hours after it already opened, and it was a brand new shard. There was like 800 points as number one. So it was quite new. It has definitely not been there for the last, say, 4 hours, 5 hours, or people would have a lot more score, especially with these tournaments only being one day. So there could be some theory behind it that every new shard opens every 6 hours, but I don't know. I've got no solid proof behind that, because others at the same time have gone onto shards a day, I'll say 10 hours later, and they've joined a shard where someone's had 10,000 points, for example, and they've joined somebody that joined dead on the dot, and they're like teammates or something. But that's pretty much my view on it. There is no way to really determine it. There's a lot of testing that would be required, which we don't have enough tournaments to do these tests, and it take a long time. But I'm sure someone would figure it out. I just definitely ain't the guy that would know that. Ouch. So, you're talking about capital ships. Yeah, maces. Depends if you've got mace geared. So you need to have mace geared equivalent to what Akbar is. With mace capital ship, you need to be running tanky ships. That is the whole point of mace, is those ships staying alive, so mace gets all this turn meter from what he does. So that's pretty much what it is. So you want to be then using clones with him. So if you've got clones, Jedi Counselor, all that kind of ins and outs, that is pretty much the best thing to use. Obviously with Akbar, Rebels, you can use Biggs with Wedge as well, because of what I can remember, Wedge on his ship's basic, not Wedge, sorry, Mace on his ship's basic, dishes out target lock. So there's a lot of mix and match, but Akbar is definitely probably better for the user control. You can easily abuse the AI with Akbar, but defensively, if you've got the right ships, then Mace is probably the strongest. Currently, I am using myself. Who am I using? I am using Tarkin, because I've got DPS ships. That's pretty much what I've got. So I've gone for the dark side ships, and I've gone for more DPS. So I've got like TIE Fighter, First Order. So Tarkin benefits me much, much more, because I'm getting that extra bit of DPS, and I'm able to then crit for like 50k. He does, and also as well with that dodge rate with Tarkin, what he gives then is turn meter of 28%. I believe every time he dodges, Tarkin gets 28% turn meter. So it's definitely a win-win. What I'm going to do after this battle is call it a night. Pretty much what I can see at the moment is it says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth streaming. So as such, viewers will experience buffering. There's definitely something going on with my connection. So if you've got any questions right now, or anything that you want to ask or say, then please go ahead, and I'll stay here for another 5 minutes before I then disconnect.
Yeah, I played Force Arena. I didn't really enjoy it. It was quite backwards and forth, push a button, it wasn't really the game for me. But a lot of other people love the game, and it's completely different from this sort of game, but it wasn't something that I really enjoyed. Blake, I would say that to save your credits, only do the ones that you need. There's no point 85 in characters that you're never going to use. Like I've got a lot of characters probably stuck at 80, and I only when I need them or when they become meta, then I can just level them up. That's the best thing to do because you could be working on another character and you're going to need credits. So it's best to save all mods. Mods come into the mod shop and there's that all important mod that you want. You could be missing out on a decent mod. Lawrence, you can play it, but you'd have to do an APK download. Probably isn't advisable to most, to be honest, because some of these kind of like files can have viruses in them, and I downloaded one and it completely shut my phone down. And then I played a little bit on my channel for the Force Arena, then I pretty much then got rid of it. I didn't like the game, and then I didn't like the fact that it kept crashing my phone as well. Virus or Virus or Ayla? I would say Ayla, unless you're close to getting some Zeta. So if you're not Zeta and Barris anytime soon, then it's definitely going to be Ayla. And by the time that you've found Barris, there could be something else out there. So they're both good. It all depends on what you're using. Are you going to get a Qui-Gon Jinn Zeta? Lawrence, yes. I believe you have to put down a Australian region on a brand new iOS account. I don't believe you can use your own. It may have changed since then, but that's what Mobile Gamer had to do. Rex or Sunfac? Sunfac, definitely. All depends though what you've got in your team. So if you do need a cleanser, then go for a Rex. But a lot of cleansers are coming into the game at the moment. Like you've got Finn that can cleanse now. You haven't got that tenacity up, but tenacity up can be cleared by B2. So there's a flip of both coins on there. Depends how you're going to use Rex. Depending what your shard is. Sunfac is pretty solid all round though. He's going to dispel. He's going to taunt. And most of all, he's always going to dispel on his basic. He counterattacks and he can heal himself. So to me, tanks in this game are quite rare. What I'm doing? Well, I'm about to head off, Nihilus. So I'm just answering any questions before pretty much I do head off, because I've been doing a stream now for 2 hours and 15 minutes. So I'll try and get maybe a new stream out. Maybe tomorrow, finishing the tournament, maybe tomorrow morning, and see how that goes. But at the moment, I am tired and my internet connection is going slow at the moment. Hopefully they add the Death Troopers. Hopefully they add some more Empire characters, but I don't know when or where. But I'm sure they will. You'll have the Rogue One meta, or somewhat of some meta. Then they may bring out some Empire tunes that then counter them directly. That's probably how they would do it. Chewbacca Zeta, I don't think it makes him very viable. In all honesty, unless he's just got no synergy whatsoever in the game. So having him in your team probably isn't gonna make your team any better. Not gonna make it. Yeah, my opinion on it is, I don't know. Yeah, it's I haven't looked into it, dived into it properly, but I just don't see where Chewie's going to fit at the moment unless he gets made Republic and there's a Republic meta, and you know, because it is Clone Wars Chewbacca, but he's not going to fit in with any Rebels. I wouldn't put him in my squad currently. He does dispel all the buffs on him from the Zeta, but I don't think it's, to me, it's not one for me. Ten Chewie shots. So on that note, I'm going to wrap it all up. Thank you very much for watching today. I will do some more streams because it's been quite busy in here. I've had a good reception. You know, definitely I've got way too much on this game to get through with these battles. As you can see, I'm only on my second squad on droids and we've already been doing 2 hours of it. So I'm probably going to be here for another 10 hours or so with this 400k AP. Then I've got a few more things to do. But thank you very much for watching today. If you haven't subscribed, then please do. I'm the Smithy D. May the Force be with you always.